Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, is LA Knight being under-pushed by WWE?
Potential spoilers for Saturday night's main event.
An update on some AEW Originals leaving the company.
And we've got another dreadful idea to tell you about. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm full of dreadful ideas, boy.
And this is the news.
All right, let's kick this one off by talking about LA Knight.
Yeah.
He has been the subject of much debate this week. Coming out of this week's episode of Raw, I mean, it's been going for a while, but since he lost to Braun Breaker on this week's episode of Raw, a lot of people have been talking about this dude. A lot of people have been wondering, why is this guy not getting pushed more? A lot of people have been asking, is he going to be a world champion?
A lot of people have been saying, you know what would really get him over? Have him lose his voice.
Yeah, great idea, Bully Ray. I've even seen the big B coming out for this. The big B word.
Ooh,
buried.
Buzz. Oh, sorry.
Burial. Buzz. Buzz
said-
Lightyear. Bees.
Paul London and Bryan Danielson, was that?
B. Brian Blair, I believe. But yeah, so like a lot of people have been annoyed at his position in the card. So what I decided to do was poll you, the viewer of the WhatCulture Wrestling YouTube channel, on our community page yesterday. And the results were very interesting. It was a very simple question. By the way, terrible job out of me not making the options yeah and no. I just said yes and no. Awful job. I dropped the ball. I apologize.
Yeah and nana.
Does LA Knight deserve a bigger push in WWE? 4,300 people replied. Yes, 84%.
Oh,
It's on your screen right now.
it's a landslide.
It's crazy. It's crazy. No, obviously, was then 16%, because that's how it adds up.
Makes
So
sense.
most people that are watching our videos believe that LA Knight is under push. I'm going to read you some of the comments.
So the intelligent people think that LA Knight is under push.
Yeah, there
And
you
the
go.
handsome ones.
The intelligentsia. I'll read you some of the comments here because some of them are pretty balanced and interesting.
Which is rare on the internet.
Yeah, but not rare among our audience.
Absolutely
This
not.
is the upper crust. This is the intelligentsia. High Heel Knight said, just because you're not winning matches or titles at the moment, it doesn't mean you aren't getting a major push. The chase is as important as the victory. I agree wholeheartedly. Somebody else said, I suppose, I mean, he's over as hell and his character work is top tier. I just find his matches incredibly boring for the most part. So a common criticism of him is that the character work is kind of up here, and the matches are, you know, good.
3
but,
stars.
Yeah, they're not as great as
I
the
think
promos.
that's a fair assessment, yeah.
Promos are tremendous. Somebody else said, absolutely, he has more than proven his worth. It took a while, but I'd say he's more over now than a lot of the faces at the moment. Give him a run with the belt and see if he can carry the ball. If he can, great, you have a superstar. If not, hey, at least he earned a short run, and if it fails, it's easy enough to have him drop it, but he has earned the chance. Another person, last comment I'll read, said his character work is good, but everything else is pretty average. Personally, I would rather see Sammy get another push or KO when he's back from injury. Just seems like it's all the same storyline at the moment and there's no real creative storytelling. So, what do you think of LA Knight and his push?
I think it's a very fair assessment from our audience, and
I agree.
I'm inclined to agree with it. Particularly with this time of year, and obviously the pivot they've had to do with Seth Rollins. I think, why not give him a run as champion? Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, or if you just decide it's not really what we want going into WrestleMania, you can switch it around sort of January time, and he's had a little brief run. You've tried him out. He can say he's been a world champion. You can always come back to this. You can always come back to this. And I just think it's... But I agree also, it is also in the chase for LA Knight.
Yeah.
I think that the thing is, I think some people may conflate him not being in the title match at Saturday night's main event as the same as him losing to, like, no offense, Akira Tozawa on Monday Night Raw. He's losing to people like Braun Breaker. He's always in and around, like, fatal 4-ways for the title, or he's there or just thereabouts in, like, the Battle Royals and what have you. I think it is coming for LA Knight. I wonder if they decide, let's say, for example, that Jey Uso, and more on that in a second, wins the title at Saturday night's main event, which I don't know if I agree with or not. I think the sense there's going to be a big old schmoz.
Yeah.
But why not? Because the backlash on that will be, no doubt, horrific online at least.
Yes, again.
Why not put it on LA Knight? Give it LA Knight for the rest of 2025. That's what I say.
I'm in an interesting spot with this because I think that you could give him a short run with the world title, and I think he's over enough for it. I also think his current push is absolutely fine.
I agree.
I think he's in a really good look. He's a very over upper mid carder. That's a great spot to be. Not everyone gets a shot. We shouldn't get to the point where he works hard. He should get a title run. No, it should be the person you can do the best business with at that time. So if you think you can do the best business with LA Knight at the time, sure, go for it. But also, I don't think it's any great problem if he never wins it. Because he's upper mid-card, he's over. We all love watching the promos. We all love the catchphrases. We all love going, yeah, when we're in the building and all that stuff. And the matches are fine. Look, he's not Bryan Danielson.
No.
But he's good enough.
Absolutely.
He's certainly, I would say, a better singles wrestler than Jey Uso.
Yes.
Like, night and day, pardon the pun.
Night and Jay, more like.
Yeah. Why am I pig? I don't know. But yeah, obviously a lot of people talking about this.
I think a lot of people are also getting worked by this. Like, they're not burying him.
He's not buried for a start.
He's not losing, just by the skin of his teeth. They're doing this so more and more people go, come on, LA Knight. So when that does eventually happen, which, as I say, I think it will. And, like, it's not, the business isn't about this anymore. But like you say, in terms of putting someone out there as a public face of your company, like Cody's the QB, obviously. Yeah. So you might as well give someone else a bit of a chance with, let's be honest, a slightly lesser world title with the world heavyweight title. There's always been a kind of discrepancy there. But, like, can you imagine, I don't know, Good Morning America having LA Knight on there? It'd be loads of fun.
Yeah, it'd be tremendous. Look, I think he's good. I like him. He's over. He's fun.
Thanks for voting, everyone.
Who doesn't like LA Knight? But let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think he should should he be world champion, or do you think this is all mental and he's rubbish?
Has he got the shoes of a champion?
Has he got the shoes of a champion? This is what we're asking you today, my very good friends. He certainly hasn't got the belt of a champion at the moment.
No, not yet.
Hardly got an outfit on him, this guy.
But speaking of Saturday night's main event, some very interesting reveals from the odds. It's weird, this. I always find it weird when you have odds on professional wrestling, considering it's a work. But nevertheless, like you say, the fascination around this World Heavyweight title match on Saturday has people a little bit all over the place with the odds betting. So people like Bet Online, all the sports books, just as an example, CM Punk is favoured over Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title match. Not as heavily as the likes of Jade Cargill and Cody Rhodes, who I completely agree should leave SNME as champions. I think Jade's heel turn is a sign of hopefully really good things to come for her. In terms of a lock, in terms of Bet the House, Dominic Mysterio leaving with the IC title is the strongest favourite of all, which I completely agree with. And I think, they did the whole, no one won the match, which means no title match, right? No triple threat. But I think you can also argue it's also quite smart by Dominic Mysterio in kayfabe, because Penta and Rusev are just going to take each other out of this match, and he's going to go, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's going to finish. Yeah. They're going to be lumping each other, and Dominic Mysterio is going to It'll be like what I guess the Tiffany Nia Jade finish was supposed to be the other week when it all went kind of.
Don't remind me of that.
Yeah, I mean,
1, 2, what's happening?
Jade should win, obviously. Yeah. I don't think you should do that heel turn and then just have her lose. That'd be whack. That would be rubbish.
Can I say something controversial?
Go.
Have her hold it till WrestleMania.
Ooshed, and then do Bianca or something like that. Yeah, that could be good. That could be good. We spoke about that the other day. Yeah. I think that's the best story to tell with Jade at the moment. Assuming Bianca's finger or whatever is ready to go. She's been out since WrestleMania with a finger injury. It must have been real bad.
Yeah.
The world title is obviously the big one, the one that people are debating the most. Jey Uso and Chipmunk Phil. Chipmunk.
That's his name.
That's it. That's what
Alvin, his new manager, of course.
Simon, Theodore.
I'm glad you remember the other names because I was panicking there.
Teddy Long, Theodore. There you go. Alvin Stardust.
Do you think if that match,
Who's that?
Yeah, a singer, maybe?
All right.
Do you think if that match doesn't main event, it's a fairly obvious clue that we're getting some shenanigans?
Yeah, probably.
Because Cody Drew can just main event, have a great match. Cody eventually wins.
Yeah. Usually you would look at what match has a Roman Reigns ring entrance. That is opening. But yeah, in this case, this has a Jey Uso ring entrance, so it's opening.
Yeah, there you go. Start that 10 minutes before the show starts, because Saturday night's main event's kind of a quick show.
Yeah, get everyone pumped up, do a big ring entrance, start it off right. Yeah, I could see it opening for sure, and I do think there will be a lot of chicanery, shenanigans, and everything in between. Life is like, as Leanne Rimes famously said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know if it's going to be Jay or CM Punk.
Yeah, that's how I always remember the line. Run, Leanne, run.
That's it, man. Leanne Rimes, man. Hell of a legacy.
You cannot fight the moonlight.
You can't,
I'm looking forward to Saturday, though.
You can't stop The Rock, as she once said either. Triple H can't stop The Rock. I mean...
we're almost in WrestleMania season.
Oh, politics are coming, baby. Politics are coming.
Go.
Right, let's talk now about some updates on a couple of AEW Originals maybe leaving the company. Ooh. We've been talking about them for months. They haven't wrestled in AEW since January. They've only worked House of Glory since then, once. It's Private Party, Quen, and Zay, or Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy. They've changed their ring names around a few times.
Brother Zay at one point.
They were under Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go. But yeah, update here from Fightful. So it was reported earlier in the year that their contracts were coming up by the Observer in the summer. Fightful followed up and said that WWE were interested in them. WWE. First of all, before we talk about the contracts, I got a very important update on them getting jacked.
Okay.
This is super. Who's been helping them get jacked in AEW?
Bobby Lashley.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
I completely guessed. I haven't read that story before, but I thought if I was in the AEW locker room, and I should be, who would I turn to for workout advice? And it would be Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, it'd be Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So we've seen pictures of Mark Quinn in particular. He's huge.
Yeah.
He's
massive now, isn't he?
They've been working with the Hurt Syndicate. So apparently the Hurt Syndicate took a liking to them. MVP has previously said that he wants to work with them and all of that good stuff. And apparently the Syndicate and Private Party, they've been spending time together, and the Hurt Syndicate have been helping them with their gym stuff.
Clanging and banging.
Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. And people have said the Hurt Syndicate have been very helpful with this. So
that's nice.
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, if you're in AEW and you want to get jacked, Bobby and Shelton, help me out.
I mean, it's a scary thing to do to first walk up to them and be like, can you make me look like you, please?
Yeah, how do I do it? How do I go from, they were in good shape already, Private Party, but how do we get just jacked?
Is that a sign they're probably more likely to go to the Fed?
I don't know. I think we should all be jacked, man.
I mean, I'm going to get jacked next year. When we move offices, we move out these amazing chairs that we now have.
If you do more than 2 sessions a month in that gym, I will buy you a pass day every month.
You've ruined it.
Yeah.
Sabotage.
Yeah, you're never going, man. None of us are going.
I'm going to be clanging and banging right until we present the news. If I'm dripping with sweat in January,
I've got a Haggis.
I guarantee it's going to be one of those things that I'm going to go a bit and be like, see, Andy, I told you. February's going to roll around and can't be asked.
Can't be arsed. Yeah, it's cold outside.
Yeah,
what difference does that make?
Still cold, still dark. When's spring getting here?
But an update on Private Party's future, which is what you're here for. Their contracts, so they are still under contract apparently with AEW. But things could get a little complicated because there's a chance their contracts might not be up at the same time.
Injury stuff?
Potentially.
Yeah.
They can always, a time can always be added, and they both had little injuries here and there.
Quinn was out for ages, wasn't he?
He was indeed. Fightful have not heard if they prefer to stay or go or whatever, but WWE are interested in them. They're getting jacked. Their contracts might expire at different times. That's the too long didn't watch version. But you've already watched it, so it's too late.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things now where, the start of this year, when they first disappeared off telly, I think you'd have lent sort of 90% towards go to WWE. You've kind of done everything in AEW, and that recent push, recent now, but that push that they had didn't really take, let's be perfectly honest. But they've gone away now. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and they're jacked.
Yeah.
So I think either way it works out for them. They're a really talented tag team, and I wish them the best of luck.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
I love this as a sort of running feature we have. Can we do this every day?
Crap pitch.
Yeah, I'm bringing you another terrible idea. This directly from the horse's mouth of WWE now. This isn't like Bully Ray pitching LA Knight losing his voice. This is Drew McIntyre talking about the original plans for him when he went to WWE. You know he had the Chosen One gimmick, obviously, the first time I'm talking about. Well, he was recently on the non-contest.
Yeah,
the No Contest Wrestling podcast, which is one of the best podcasts out there. That's not ours, obviously. And he talks about the match with Cody Rhodes coming up this Saturday, having a world title run during the pandemic. But he also, revealed some interesting tidbits regarding a pitch for his first gimmick when he joined WWE. One of them was for him to debut as, and I misread this the first time, I read this as the Runaway Man. Nope. The Runway Man, pitched by talent relations head John Laurinaitis.
Hey.
Said, I was listening to him describe the character and I thought, oh no. And then he went, the name, the Runway Man. You're going to have your own model runway and you're going to walk down like a model. I was picturing it in my head, basically all of my dreams were going to hell, the life's work of a Scotsman all going down the toilet. He also subsequently described how he kind of worked Vince McMahon into making sure that he realised that, please don't make me do this.
Yeah.
So he was in the room as John Laurinaitis is there, like, Drew, picture him, the Runway Man. And Vince is like looking at this, and you know it's Vince, so you know it's kind of 50-50 with all this. But yeah, Drew said the next meeting after Johnny was to go to the next meeting after Johnny was to go to Vince himself and pitch this idea. And I kind of sat silent and Johnny pitched it to Vince. And I think Vince saw my face the whole time. He just said, what do you think? And I was like, whatever you need me to do, I'll make it work. But I had my head down the whole time. And I think he read me like he doesn't want to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably for the best. Like, the Chosen One gimmick obviously didn't really work out for Drew. It worked initially, and I quite liked him as a character, but obviously he subsequently left the company, went to WCPW. We helped him establish the start that he is today. And then he went back and became world champion.
Yeah.
But, it was a weird. I know there's weird gimmicks all the time still now, but it feels a lot less regular, this sort of thing, that they just sort of go, what can you be? And they don't look at the person and go, or like ask the person about their background or their ideas. They just go, wrestling model runway,
painter.
model railway maybe.
Yeah, train driver. You could be the train guy. This is Dog Ass.
The Scott Controller.
There you go. He's got a name now.
I know this because I've been watching it.
What's his name? It's like
Sir Topham Hatt.
Yeah. Because he wears a hat.
Yes, I have a 2-year-old, and yes, it's all I watch apart from the celebrity traitors.
This is a Dog Ass idea again.
Please send more. I want to do this more.
Send these terrible things that wrestlers have been pitched because they're just awful. This is terrible. I mean, okay, so right, the model gimmick, right? Plenty of examples of it in wrestling, right? It works really well for MXM Collection.
I was going to say MXM Collection.
Because they're goofy guys,
yeah,
and they lean into it, and they love it. And they're great at it. They're really fun. They're the funniest people in wrestling, I think.
Whisper it. I quite liked Max Dupree. I didn't think that should be his gimmick for the whole time, but he owned the role, and him talking into the net.
Yeah, I thought it was complete shit, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm talking about LA Knight getting pushed.
He'd have been a world champion already if he was still Max Dupree.
Yeah. So like a good parallel for this is probably Rick Martel coming into WWE.
That was the other one I was going to name.
Decades ago, right? Because in the AWA, he was the freaking man. Rick Martel was one of the best wrestlers in the world, in America certainly. He comes into WWE, gets turned into a pink model with the spray, the arrogance, and all that stuff. And look, it's a fun gimmick, right? It's a really fun gimmick, and I loved it. And it made the most, he made the most of it, is what I'm trying to say. But it's not a world champion's gimmick, right? And if you get Scott saddled with something like that back then in 1992 or whatever, it was a problem. If you get saddled with that in the 2000s, you're never going to be the world champion, my man. So it's good that he got out of this. It works for some people. It doesn't work for everyone. And for Drew, it would have been a disaster.
What a weird, crossroads moment, by the way. Oh, shout out to Tyler Breeze, because I really liked his gimmick.
Yeah, no, another example of it being good. Yeah, for him.
But, so the two options that they seem to have settled on was awful idea for, yes, a handsome man. I'm not saying Drew's not handsome.
He's a good-looking guy.
And even back then, before, and he was clean-shaven and what have you. As he said, I'm sure he would have tried to make it work. But the options were that, or Vince McMahon's chosen wrestler who they announced ahead of time he's going to become world champion. Granted, it didn't work out, but that's a hell of an initial start for him.
Absolutely. I don't think the model gimmick would suit his charisma either. You think about you think about MXM, you think about Tyler Breeze, right? They're like funny guys, right? I'm not saying Drew isn't funny, but he's got a different kind of personality.
You can't really be an ass kicker and a model at the same time.
Yeah, it doesn't really work. His aura is definitely more ass kicker than hey.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's great in 3MB, obviously.
I mean, look, WLC is a classic of the genre.
And let's be honest, 2 out of 3MB have been world champion.
Yeah, I mean,
that's mad.
One of them wasn't so great, but Drew was good. So
I think Heath Slater probably could have been a better world champion, to be honest.
Yeah, he got kids, man. You got to feed them.
That was a good gimmick for a world champion. I'll keep doing matches. Just keep paying me.
Yeah, I'm a dad and I'm struggling and I need money. So make me the world champion. If you enjoyed this, thank you very much. Let us know what you think of LA Knight.
Yeah.
And everything else in the comment section below. Check out the video. I don't know how we're going to fit it between us.
Yeah, our weird new setup.
Temporary setup we have here, but it's in here somewhere. Bye.
Bye.